As we heard earlier in the newscast, the Alabama legislature is back in session, and among the bills being considered, Senate Bill 14, which is the so-called constitutional carry bill. It deals with an Alabamian's right to lawfully carry a gun in a car without a concealed carry permit. News 5's Allison Spann explains.
Today in Alabama, you have to have a concealed carry permit in order to carry a firearm in your car. But that all could be changing if Senate Bill 14 passes. This bill's sponsor, Senator Allen, says it's merely a fulfillment of people's Second Amendment rights.
That's what we all need to be concerned about, is giving those law-abiding citizens the opportunity to protect themselves, and that's exactly what this bill is intended to do.
According to the bill, a person without a permit could carry on their property, their vehicle, their home, their fixed place of business, or in the car of another person with that person's consent. But Sheriff Cochran has spoken out adamantly against the legislation, even going so far as to put this ad out with Police Chief James Barber by his side, urging people to help stop the bill. He thinks if passed, the bill would cause harm to his officers and civilians.
We would expect that to be a greater threat to our law enforcement officers. We'd further expect it to be a greater threat to our citizens, both in the form of road rage, or the more pistols that are kept in vehicles, the more that are stolen and are then become in the hands of the criminals.
Concealed carry advocates who support the bill say having to have a permit to carry in the car is simply a way to make people pay a fee, because background checks are already done when you purchase a firearm.
When you buy a gun, you go through that background check, so you're just going through a background check twice and then paying $20. So the only thing that matters to the sheriff is the $20 that they get, which is essentially a tax on a right that you're already granted.
So it's kind of, you're doing it twice for no reason but to pay a $20 fine.
Now, while Sheriff Cochran says those fees from pistol permits do garner upwards of $1 million per year for the department, he says that doesn't factor into why he's against the bill. And Senator Gerald Allen says he will push this legislation until it passes. It was reintroduced on the floor today. For now, reporting in the studio, Allison Spann, News 5.